Hello and welcome to the next Lukozer retro game review video, and for this one it is Uridium 2, which was released for Commodore Amiga by Renegade in 1993 and coded by Graftgold. It couldn't really have been anyone else. So this is a game that I was supposed to have done years ago, and I just kept putting it off because back in the day I fucking hated this. I found it way too fucking difficult. I just couldn't get on with it at all. That said, I didn't exactly try playing it very much. I got it on pirate copy. I think this was the last pirated game I got for the Amiga. And yeah, I think I loaded it twice and I had about 2 or 3 goes each time I loaded it, and that was it. I washed my hands of it. I fucking hated it. But I may be slightly warming to it now. Maybe. Anyway, let's get a game underway. There's a reasonable amount of disk accessing throughout. It's not the worst I've ever seen, because we're already here. So, level 1. A lot of the time I can't really collect any of the power-ups because I keep missing them. Got that one there, but all it was score bonus. Let's try and get some bit further along the dreadnought. I'll try and take out some of these and get no, that's score bonus again. So I catch them up. One of the fucking Uridium mines after me. Get you, fucking hell. I don't want that power up though, because that's bombs. With the bombs, you can only attack ground targets. You can't attack any of the airborne targets. Anyway, I'm getting the land now message. Let's do exactly that. And we get the first really noticeable difference between the original one and this one. Gone is the nice simple you know, select your bonus bit, and we have this. You have to destroy the core. You'll notice we have energy bars, so we can take hits, but as you've also seen just there, your energy bar goes down fucking rapidly. Now I've just got an extra life. I am pretty hopeless at destroying the core, so don't expect to see anything great here. Because even if I do destroy it, which I did, I usually get hit by the falling debris anyway. So yeah, it's very rare that I manage to get out of there alive. So I did destroy the core, but I was destroyed myself right at the end, so I don't get to see the like dreadnought destruction. But we are now on to level 2. See if I can. I didn't manage to clear out that entire wave. Now, I do tend to prioritise. Okay, smart bombs are quite handy, but you don't get many shots with them. Yeah, so I'm back to regular cannon again now. He's got another extra life. That lot didn't drop any extra weapons though. See if we can catch up with these cunts. I could, but then I fucking turned round and yeah. Okay, got the plasma. Now the land now message is up. But, okay, there it is. Hate it when it doesn't let you land straight away. There we go. Alright, and here we are again, destroying the fucking core. Now I can usually take out like maybe the first 2 if I'm doing well, but after that, no chance. Now when the core does get destroyed, you don't automatically leave. You have to like summon the teleporter thing and fly into it. But you can pick up extra weapons and extra point bonuses while you're still hanging around here. Just got another extra life. So here we go again, but again I've got hardly any energy left, so I'm going to try and get out as soon as I can. There we go. So now we get to see the animation of the dreadnought being destroyed, and I've got to be honest, I don't think that looks anywhere near as good as the dreadnought melting scenes in the original game on the 64. Nevertheless, it's you know, it's not exactly horrendous. There are some visuals that I don't like in this game, but yeah, the lack of the you know, melting dreadnoughts is a shame, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, just about got away with that. This extra weapon is certainly making things a lot easier, but I fucked it up. I picked up a torpedo, which I did not want. But I got fucking blown up anyway. So the controls are exactly the same as they were in the original Uridium. So, you know, flying left and right, but you may have already noticed, fucked up big time there, the screen does also scroll vertically as well. The dreadnoughts now are a lot bigger. They don't all fit on the screen. It's not exactly a technical marvel, but you know, it's a nice addition. Means you can cram more into the level. Fuck me, I don't know how I got away with that. Fucking missed the last shit. By far my favourite new feature is the scanner, which you can see at the bottom, which highlights the areas that are the areas on the dreadnought that are quite tall, and you will crash into them if you you know, try to fly over them. That is beyond handy, because one of the things that I wasn't keen on, to put it mildly, in the original was the fact that because you're flying around so fast, you could easily crash into, like, you know, these structures and not realise you were going to. Oh, I've got a fucking torpedo again. So the torpedo is fine against, you know, ground based stuff, but it's hopeless against fucking hell, I just got away with that. So I'm waiting to land. I think once the torpedo's been launched, you can somehow manoeuvre it. I don't know if that is fucking hell, if that is for sure, but anyway, I've run out of that. I've got the cannon back. Still waiting to fucking land. There we go. I must have crossed that just as the land now alert was going to start, because I didn't even hear it. Now I'll be amazed if I can take this core out. Like I say, I'll do the first two, but after that, yeah. Yeah, I was doing okay then, and then I just completely fucked it up. Got another extra life. Fucking hell, well, I made quite short work of him. Let's see if I can get an extra weapon. I got a point bonus. Right, got that extra weapon. Let's get out of here. There we go. I've no idea what that extra weapon was, but well, I got it. So we'll find out. Let's move on to the 4th dreadnought. I think this might be the last dreadnought of this wave. After this we go on to wave 2. Okay, this weapon looks interesting. Shield cannon. Okay, so every time I fire I've now got a shield. It's quite handy, to put it mildly. I'll have a bit of that. It means I can now take my time a bit. Oh fucking hell, I've already got the land now message. I'll back to regular cannons again now. Oh. Now this level, actually a lot of levels, but this one in particular, as I just fucking crashed into something. It is not easy to see where the actual runway that we can land on is. So let's, the thing is, if you go too slowly, of course you get the old Uridium mines launching, as I get another extra life. Ah, here it is. That's handy. Alright, so now, yeah, the cores are a lot more shielded. I can't remember what I've already said, but you don't have to destroy the core. If you fail, yes, you'll lose a life, but you will still go on to the next dreadnought. Oh, fuck. So yeah, I'm really not doing too well here. Down to the last 2 bars. That's the first time I've ever done that. Alright, let's just fuck off. Because, oh, you cunt. There we go. So, once again, we get to see an exploding dreadnought. There we go. So, we are now on to the second wave. This is only the second time I've ever been able to get onto the second wave. But the first time I did it, I got to the 3rd dreadnought.
Player 1, ready.
So I couldn't for the life of me see what this one was called. I'm not keen on the font that they use here. It looks like it's in that sort of block, which is made of various blocks.
Player 1.
Yeah. Look like they're carved into cubes. I think it looks fucking horrible, and I can't read it very well. So it does rather defeat the fucking purpose. Now, freely admit, I do spend an awful lot of time not actually looking at the playing area. I'm constantly looking at the scanner at the bottom, so I can see where I can and can't go. Right, so I found the that's the runway where I will be needing to land. That fucker has gone over the oh, just got it. It's only a score bonus anyway. Missed one of them. Oh, fucking hell! Oh, I've got the scatter gun. Now, these can be quite handy, except I've got it a bit late in the level, so... Okay, I landed anyway. Right, as this go is going on for an awful lot longer than I thought it would, let's get the review underway. Graphics... Okay, you certainly can't say that the graphics aren't any good. They look fine. The trouble is they are a bit too detailed, and when you're in the level trying to destroy, you know, everything outside on the Dreadnought, it is quite often rather difficult to see what it is you're aiming at or what it is you've got to avoid. I fucking made a right bollocks up of that. But we're on to the next Dreadnought anyway. Fucking, what am there? Rather illustrating the point I was making. I mean, you can't see what it is you fucking got destroyed by. Oh, fucking hell. I mean, yes, having the scanner really does help, but nevertheless, you want to at least have some idea of what there is around in the level that you can or cannot fucking shoot. Just got another extra life. Oh, you cunt. So yeah, the graphics look nice, but if anything they are far too detailed, and it's not always easy to see what you can and can't shoot on the Dreadnought surface, and it certainly isn't easy seeing some of the shots that come along. Also, the speed that you're moving makes it pretty difficult as well. But you know, you can at least theoretically do something about that yourself. You know, you don't have to fly at top speed all the time. There's a surface one there. Yeah, we'll just grab that. Ah, these fuckers are leaving behind mines. I've got to be careful. Still only got a point bonus. And that's bombs. They will only take out ground targets, so they are, at least for me anyway, they're pretty fucking useless. Oh, land now. Okay, right, they've run out. Fuck. Still can't land. That's the other thing, is the landing strip that you can land on is not very clearly marked. There are sort of lights at the very end where you would enter. There we go. Fucking hell. Fuck off. There we go. Yeah, so you can see that it's lit up at the end there, but it's not always easy to see it, especially when you're going at full tilt, you know, trying to destroy the enemies. So anyway, it's visually. Audio, the audio's fine. Music is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's fantastic. I know a lot of people really raved about the music in this game. I'm not that impressed with it. It's alright, but yeah, nothing phenomenal. Sound effects, yeah, they're okay. They're not quite as clear as they are in the original 64 version. But, you know, just got another extra life. Fuck. I did a lot better with that one than I did last time I got to this level. So now we're on to the third Dreadnought of Wave 2, which means this is the furthest I've got. I've got it here before, but only the once. I mean, look at, yeah, that bit at the front there, and then this cuntish bit up here. And now there's more of them coming over here. And oh, fuck me. Right, and that's the end of the. Where the fucking hell is the landing pad? Oh, right. Okay, so landing pad. Well, the landing strip is there. I'm gonna do my old trick of just hanging around here, because fucking hell. Yeah, I just don't rate my chances of making it through all of those, or making it through that entire dreadnought again. Right, so video and audio done. Gameplay, the game plays pretty much as you would expect. I mean, it's Uridium 2. If you like the first one, there's a good chance you will like this. If, like me, you thought the original was okay, but you know, you weren't quite so hot on the gameplay, then I doubt this is going to change your opinion of it. It has all the frustrations of the original, insofar as you can have one go, and like I've done here, you can get to, you know, the third dreadnought of the second wave. Your very next go, you won't get anywhere near landing on the very first fucking dreadnought. So yeah, it's not well, it can be extremely frustrating and not at all fun. I'm on my last life. So yeah, it's. I mean, I wouldn't go so far as to say it's more of the same. You know, there is clearly things here that are you cunt. There's clearly, you know, new features and everything else here. Whether or not they all work, yeah, that's up for debate. So 95,500. Anyway, top score. So he's got to start another go because I haven't finished doing the review. The main difference between this and the original low, well, the two main differences, three main differences. Fucking hell, I'm starting to sound like the Spanish Inquisition from Monty Python. Right, so you get power-ups. Some are pretty good, some are pretty useless. This one I've got here, the laser, is actually not bad. You also now have ground-based targets that will fire on you. Oh, fuck it, I've got the useless one. And then I got blown up by a fucking ground-based cannon. So yes, ground-based objects which will attempt to destroy you, and not just those fucking annoying Uridium mines that keep flying around after you. And then with some of the dreadnoughts, they are a lot bigger, so they will scroll while you are trying to destroy them. That's just a score bonus, but I'll grab it anyway. But the biggest change is the fucking hell. Once you've landed on the dreadnought, where you are destroying the core rather than just trying to get the bonus. I personally don't like it. I much prefer the nice and simple old way of doing it. there is so much inertia on your character here that he is borderline uncontrollable. So it is not what I would call fun or enjoyable, as I just get an extra life. I would much rather just have had the old way of doing it. Why, okay, I suppose with the sequel, yes, they wanted to bring in something different, but why did they have to bring in something as annoying as this? Right, got the plasma. Let's try and fuck off. No, right, let's try again, and there we go, and there we are. In fact, that is probably the most annoying part of that bonus section is, you've destroyed the core, right, let's go. But no, it keeps you hanging around there, and so you could still lose a life, even though you actually destroyed the core. You cunt. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that section at all. As for the rest of the game, there's enough here that's different, that's new. It's still recognisable as Uridium, but things like, the overly detailed backgrounds, on the Dreadnought, making it really difficult to see, what it is. Firstly, difficult to avoid some enemy shots. Secondly, it's sometimes difficult to see what power-ups they've dropped, and if you slow down in order to take a look and see what it is, then a lot of the time a Uridium mine or something will come along and blow you up anyway. So yeah, it has all of the old frustrations of the original, but now further enhanced because of the new features, like trying to get the power-ups and that. So, it's not an awful game, and which shows that I have been warming to it somewhat, because back in the day I fucking hated it. So yeah, I certainly think it's better than I did back then. There we go. So what do I score it? I mean, yeah, I don't think it's shit. I don't even think it's bad. I think the game, is pretty good, but it does have a lot of things in it that do want to irritate me. And I suppose if you had, get a decent amount of practice under your belt, you can start, to ignore them and be able to actually play the game just fine, even with them all being there. I barely scraped out of it, so fucking get destroyed. All I was doing was moving up towards the exit portal. So things like that, do frustrate me. But then if you've seen this channel, you know a lot of things about gaming frustrates me. So I would score this game 7 out of 10. It's once you've got a bit of practice under your belt, you can actually start progressing. There is stuff here to actually enjoy. There is something, there is enough here to make you think, actually, this game can be, enjoyable and can be worth playing. But initially, it's an absolutely frustrating, fucking horrible gaming experience, which is likely to put a lot of people off. I don't think, as I mentioned earlier, I don't think it's going to change your opinion if you hated the original Uridium. You're certainly not going to think that this is an improvement. You're going to hate this every bit as much as you hated the original. So keep that in mind. It's not going to win over any new fans. You're going to hate this as much as the first game. Oh fuck me! Just got another extra life. Oh, for fuck's sake, look. This is... There we go. Right, well there you go. So that is Uridium 2 then for Commodore Amiga. 7.5 out of 10 for this one. Yeah, it's okay, but get ready for a lot of frustration, and don't even think about trying this out. Well, actually, I'm sure everyone has played this at some point. But yeah, if you're not a fan of the original Uridium, this is not going to change your mind. So I would say stay well clear of it. You know, if you are one of those. Right, there you go. That brings this review to an end. Oh, come on. Oh, you fucking cunt. There we go. Right. Yes, so, yeah, that is Uridium 2 done. Very done. That brings this review to an end. Although I'm quite keen on seeing what this weapon I picked up is, because I don't think I've had it before. Yeah, there you go. Well, it's quite slow firing, but yeah. Oh, another extra life. Right, anyway, that is definitely it. You know, so that brings this review to an end, and we'll see you at the next one.